But a day before the trip, she lied that something had come up at work and she couldn't make it. Marcus quickly suggested that he could take this trip with his guy friend. Sandra agreed because it was a non-refundable package. During that same time, I lied to Julie that I was going on a 15-day work trip. I checked into a hotel during that period. She called me and said she was going to her school friend's wedding in Vegas. I asked her which friend she was that I didn't know of. She said they were not in touch for so long, but suddenly she called up and invited and Julie couldn't say no. I said sure, have fun. She was feeding me lie after lie. Marcus and Julie went on that 5-day vacation to Florida which Sandra had bought. We used their absence to execute our plans. Sandra emptied their joint account, sold his car, rented out her house, and got a restraining order against him. I blocked the cards which Julie has been using. Packed up her stuff and kept it in storage. The details would reach her through mail along with updated property papers and a restraining order after she returns. This would have been all if Marcus had left me alone at work, but he went behind me. He has proudly told his work buddies that he had been my wife because I couldn't fulfill her. He made outrageous comments hinting at me. He even showed Julie's chat to his friends where she was expressing her desires for Marcus and even mocking me for giving her only vanilla $X while Marcus gave her a thrilling time. He used to read out her chats loud to humiliate me without taking my name. I decided to use this against him and recorded that stuff. Some of the co-workers from Marcus' camp even approached me to humiliate me that Marcus had taken my wife's. I mailed all the details to the company's HR, demanding Marcus' termination on the grounds of mentally torturing me. I even threatened the management to leak all this workplace harassment on social media and other review platforms. This negative PR cost a lot to the company, and HR promised me that evidence proved that Marcus was a bully and he would be terminated as soon as comes back from his 5-day trip. I have also sent out my resignation and asked for an immediate release. I left a letter for Julie which she would get after returning from the trip. It would be to give her the closure. It consists of more or less the same thing I have mentioned in this update with a little extra detailing. I told her the truth about Marcus, that he's not single as he has been claiming and that he has a wife who's now my girlfriend. Sandra and I connected over our betrayal and we realized that we have so much in common. She's a smart and witty woman with a flourishing career while my loser wife is a bum. She has never done a full-time job. Her part-time job seemed to be a burden for her and she used to be complaining about it. I'm amused to imagine her dilemma when she would have to work full-time because now she doesn't have me to provide for her. Nor does her loser lover have a job. Sandra slipped off Marcus' credit card just when he was leaving for the trip. He would have found it missing after reaching Florida. The situation in Florida is going to be hilarious. Marcus has no cards and I have blocked Julie's card. Sandra has also called up the hotel to cancel the bookings just before Marcus and Julie were about to arrive in Florida. She didn't get any refund, but who cares? We could give up anything to watch the fun these losers go through on their lust trip. Sandra and I have also decided not to divorce these losers because we don't want to waste a penny more on them. If they want to get rid of us, they can pay for it, which looks highly unlikely now. We both have updated our wills and removed them from all our assets. In case any unforeseen happens to us, they shouldn't get anything by default as they are our spouse. Sandra and I are moving to Seattle to start a fresh life. I got an offer from the client company to join them directly. The raise is 2x to my last company. Sandra said she wanted to take a break from work and enjoy it for some time. She had enough savings to last for a couple of years without worrying. Our belongings are already on the way to Seattle. By the time Marcus and Julie return, we'll be away for our month-long holiday to the Caribbean, basking in the sun. It's so much fun with Sandra, a woman who matches my intellect and curiosity. I feel so lively again. We are not seeing our forever with each other. Don't want to put that burden on ourselves, but yeah, enjoying our time together until we can.